So the Atlanta Braves have taken the first 2 games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges. So we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set, and starting this one, Chris Sale. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Hayes. And a pitch. Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
And a pitch. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-1. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He wastes no time on this one, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. There's a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The wind of the pitch. Way out front for strike 2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Brian Reynolds here. Fastball for a strike. Reynolds, a former All-Star, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
That's a ball.
Number 19 in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
No strikes.
Here comes a pitch. That's to 3rd, Riley. In plenty of time to 1st, and that is the inning. Cannonball coming. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Bailey Falter.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Just missed. The 1-0. And that clips the inside corner. Next one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Kicks and fires. Swinging a foul straight back. The 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. There's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here's Acuna now. 2 for 8 in the series so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. The Pirates leading by a run here in the 3rd and final game of the series. In the air, out towards left center. They get the out on Acuna, and that is that. Second inning set to go. And now, Liover Peguero. Sale back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Sale, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Good eye right there. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
And Sale deals. And another ball. Struck him out swinging. couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Stepping in, Connor Joe. Sale certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. That's in there.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
The punch out there, and there is another strikeout. Gilberto Celestino, the next Pirate to hit. First pitch misses.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing hitters from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
And it's fouled away. Two out, space is empty. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. Bucks go down quietly, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in Atlanta, and now Matt Olson up to hit. One of the things that helped Olson in 2023, a stance adjustment, and that as well kept him more balanced for less swing and miss. The pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. On the corner for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Here's Austin Riley. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Hayes makes the grab, 2 down.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Ozzie Albies stands in now and watches strike 1. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a base hit into right center field.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. The pitch was dotted down in a way. Good location, but a great job at the plate to spoil it and drive it the other way. Beautiful swing.
Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
And that's in for a strike. And a 1-1. And another ball. Albies leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one hammered back there. Gone. That one felt good. His 11th of the year, and that gives him the lead. It's 2-1.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. So here's Murphy now. Ball 1, no strikes. And that one sliced foul. Two down, nobody on.
That's the ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the catcher, Henry Davis.
Henry Davis.
As the lefty gets to work. That misses.
That's the ball.
And that is ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
Sale delivers. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The lefty fires. Back up the, oh, that got him. And they get the out after the ricochet. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
Bailey Falter will hit next. On the ground, right side. Albies. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
The third baseman, number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike. Good eye in that spot. The Braves up by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late that time, it's strike 2. At the belt and fires. Ripped on the ground to second. Albies over to first in time. And that is the inning. So one left for Pittsburgh. They're down 2-1. Back at Truist Park. And now Chris Sale.
The pitcher.
Chris Sale has, if you put it in a broadcaster's parlance, he kind of goes about it like Ron Burgundy. You put the sign down, he reads it, and he throws it. And that's it.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one finds the zone, and 1-1. And a good eye there.
That's the ball.
And it's strike 2.
2-2.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, pitcher comes through, Boog, and now he won't let his teammates forget it. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So the lineup flips over. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris. There's a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. Sale gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that just misses.
It's a good take.
Swing, and that ball smashed out of line. He makes the grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 1. And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. Man at first, one away. The pitch. This one popped up. Aguero on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Two outs. And another ball. That one fouled off, 2-2. The pitch. Got him looking for the strikeout. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. One left for Atlanta as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Start of the fourth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. Sale back to work. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. That's to third, and that one finds its way through.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter. 0 for 1 so far. Step off throw to first. Reynolds dives back in safely. And that's outside. Kicks and deals. Outside. And now 2-0. Strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Sale ready. Roll to short, could be 2. Tosses across to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Next to hit, Liover Peguero. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Connor Joe. Struck out swinging his first time. Man at second. That one ripped but foul. And he deals. That one drifts inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Lifted in the air down the left side. That gets down for a hit. Around third. He scores to tie it up. It's 2-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a blue hit behind third right there. And that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Runner at first with 2 away. Up next for the Pirates, Gilberto Celestino. He's 0 for 1. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. 2-2 game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, Matt Olson up to the plate. For Matt, a pretty impressive resume. A first-round pick back in 2012. The Braves extended him 8 years, $168 million. Remember, they traded for him right at the end of the lockout in 2022, middle of March. So he didn't have a ton of time to get acclimated to his new team. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. He popped out his first time. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Olson aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch misses inside, and the count is 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Here's the 2-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
First and second, no outs. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. Here comes Olson around third. The throw in, but it's offline. He will score. It's 3-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's already homered here in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Johan Oviedo loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Ortiz, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. In the air to left center. Reynolds sizes this one up. Makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly. It's 4-2.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Here's Sean Murphy. Struck out looking his first time. Murphy, 29 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And here it comes. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Way outside, ball 3. And now the lefty, and he walked him on 4 pitches.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
1 down. Here's the pitcher, Chris Sale. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Puts a bunt down. Hayes fires across the diamond. Runners advance on a good sac bunt.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
So the batting order turns over. Digging in, Michael Harris. That one pulled foul.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
2 on, 2 outs.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The 0-2. Way high.
1-2.
Two outs, 2 in scoring position. And another ball. Goes down looking. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Braves 4 and the Pirates 2. And we're back. And now it's going to be Henry Davis. The wind of the pitch. Up and in, and it's 1-0.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The wind to kick the pitch. Just missed.
You know, these Pirates just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
The count 2-1. That one missing inside. The pitch. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. Bailey Falter, the next to hit. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And a sac bunt here. Olsen. He'll do it himself. They retire the pitcher on a textbook sacrifice bunt.
Batter does a nice job getting that sac bunt down to the right side, advances that runner up to second. Excellent.
Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. First pitch, and he just misses. Fouled off. He was late. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. And it's second. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. And a pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's a one-run game. Andrew McCutchen, the next Pirate to hit. Right through there for a strike. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in easily.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Joe Jimenez, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Bummer, a left-hander, also throwing. Here's a 1-1. That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2-1.
Here's a 2-1. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a pitch. And that's outside. And the count's full. Brian Reynolds up next. Swings and misses, struck him out. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds, 1 for 2. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. A dive, nice stop, throws from his knees, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Back here in Atlanta, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now here is Orlando Arcia. The wind of the pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
The pitch. This one lifted in the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Acuna up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-1.
2-1.
Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Out to short. And Acuna retired.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Olsen.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Matt Olson. Down the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Good eye right there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. Left-hand batter waits. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And this is inside. Austin Riley waits on deck. Got him swinging. And the Braves go down quietly, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back at Truist Park, there's the shortstop at the plate, number 19. And the pitch. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Slice the other way and foul. That misses. 2-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And he chases a high fastball there.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. Not his best performance, but he leaves with the lead. And we'll get a new arm into the game after this. Joe Jimenez gets the call from the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And stepping in is the speedy Liover Peguero. Jet swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around with the go-ahead run at the plate. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Outside low. And the count is 1-1.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Good eye in that spot. Move to first, and he dives back in safely. That one catches the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
2-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
So digging in, Connor Joe. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Runner on the move, and that one fouled off. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Celestino at the plate now. That's ball 1. Check on the runner.
He's in there. Hey.
The 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two outs. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. The 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Braves 4 and the Pirates 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Johan Oviedo.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Well, 1-run game. Stepping in the long ball threat, Austin Riley. Here comes a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball. Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
In for a strike, now 3-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Count is full.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Yeah, there's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Colin Holderman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Baraki, the power lefty, up as well. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. Nice job behind the plate there. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
Now in for the Braves, Marcell Ozuna. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
The 0-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Riley leads off first with 1 away. That one not close. 1-2 to count. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy. That one's in there, 0-1.
It's 0-1.
And the righty deals. And now the count is even. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. That's inside. Wouldn't chase that time.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Hard hit right side. Over to Joe. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Braves strand one, and it remains a 4-3 game. And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Aaron Bummer on to pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch.
Number 49.
Julio Pablo Martinez. He'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
And batting 9, number 67, JP
Well,
Martinez.
one-run game. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis.
The catcher.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And a base hit right there. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Edward Olivares.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
And a pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
1-2.
Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. The pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. One away.
The third baseman, number 13, Hayes.
Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. And a strike in there. Strike 2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And that's down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Here's a 1-2.
Ball. 2-2.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Bomber deals. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. That was blasted to the moon. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 5-4. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance, and they found a way to fight back big time.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into it.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Raisel Iglesias.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
One down. Andrew McCutchen now at the plate. And ball one to the right fielder. Iglesias, a righty that throws with power. He features a changeup, a four-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a slider. And the 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Just missed.
2-1.
Still only one out here in the inning. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it. Runner on at first with one gone. Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Righty delivers. And downstairs.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And a good eye there.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
So first and second with one gone, and next will be the cleanup hitter. Runners on the move. That one hit to right. Acuna there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Now back, second baseman, Peguero.
Here's the second baseman, Leover Peguero. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. McCutchen on second. Reynolds at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. Another look at this 2-run homer for Pittsburgh. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Back after this on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Borucki.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. as he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers.
Nope. Ball.
Inside, just missed.
1-0.
Next offering is downstairs.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Little chopper rolls foul. Next offering misses. And now 3-2. Michael Harris hitting on deck circle. Swing and a miss, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Michael Harris next up for the Braves. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses the zone.
Outside.
And the count is 2-0. One down, base is empty. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And a 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Home team down a run here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
A big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Arcia stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The pitch.
2-0.
Right side, hard hit. Sends it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. 8th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 5 and the Braves 4. Ready to begin the 8th at the plate for Pittsburgh. Connor Joe. Iglesias back to work. Right through there for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Just off the outside edge. And the count even 1-1. And another ball. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And one fouled off. Righty to the plate. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Popped up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Now back, the 7th fielder,
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Gilberto Celestino. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Center field. Harris has a beat on it. 2 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the catcher, Henry.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Henry Davis. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And ball 1.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to third. Riley fires to first, and that is that. Down in order go the Pirates. They lead at 5-4. And possibly a double switch coming now as a meeting taking place near the home plate area. Aroldis Chapman on the pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Michael A. Taylor, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now playing center field, batting 9, number 12, Michael A.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And he deals. Fouled off. He was late. Breaking ball inside. And now it's even 1-1. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. David Bednar loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Holderman also getting ready. Chapman now 1-run game. And it is 2-1. And another ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Got him. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Here is Matt Olson. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. The pitch. That one misses. Now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
1 down, base is empty. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Kicks and deals. Strike 3. Got him swinging. And 2 away now.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. He's throwing fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Now, Austin Riley. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Wouldn't chase that time. Home team down a run. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Way upstairs. Ball 2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Ozzie Albies in the on-deck circle. And he walked him.
Ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
On the mound now for the Pirates, Jose Hernandez.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to. Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
2 outs, runner at first. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. There's the strike. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Riley off of first with 2 away. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. And a pitch. And there's a ball. That one down the line and a base hit. Reynolds hustles to get it in. Lead runner hangs on at second as a potential tying run moves into scoring position.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Ripped to short. They get the force. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. 2 left for Atlanta. Still down a run. It's 5-4. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Penn Murphy.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Well, 1-run game at the plate for Pittsburgh. Michael A. Taylor. And here it comes. That's in for a strike. Fouled off left side. Right-handed reliever. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Up next for the Pirates, Brian Hayes. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. That's towards center. Sizing this one up. 2 down.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
Now it's the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
A little bit low.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Next offering is down low.
2-0.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. That one a little bit high. 3 balls, no strikes. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And there's the automatic. Swing and a miss. And the count's full.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Reynolds stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Now the 2-out walk, got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Misses outside, and that's ball 2. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Righty delivers, and he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Out of here. His 21st of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 7-4.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity is not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Now it's the shortstop. And takes low for ball 1. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Kicks and fires. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Cannonball coming. It's now 7-4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, David Bednar.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy.
The catcher, Sean Murphy.
And a pitch. There's a strike. Bednar, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the left fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez. Right through there for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit. Or
in the air, right side. Fair ball.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Diving stop at first. And what a play. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors, they left 6 runners on base. For Atlanta, 4 runs on 9 hits. 1 error, they left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. Our paid attendance at Truist Park this afternoon, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.